McBride was back at the state capture inquiry today. He testified on crime intelligence officials joining the police watchdog during his suspension. He's also told the commission 8 senior managers in key positions were either suspended or transferred during his absence. Erin Bates is, of course, monitoring proceedings at the state capture inquiry. She joins us now live. Audio of a call between a former IPID investigator and a Hawks general aired at the commission. Erin, what was that about?
Yes, Shahan, we had 2 audio clips played today. The first one you've referred to there, showing some of the blurred lines between different law enforcement agencies and playing into some of the allegations Robert McBride's made about, for example, criminal intelligence getting involved in IPID matters where its officers really shouldn't have. Some serious concerns here today and that new evidence now tabled before Chairperson Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo.
And I last came across this strategy of, but they said this, and if they said this, which would be to put a falsity to you. I last came across this while I was being detained and tortured under Section 29 in 1986, is to force a confession out of you on a false supposition which is then put to you. So that's what it reminded me of, and my suspicion became heightened.
So, Erin, we just heard from Robert McBride criticizing law firm Waxmans for investigating IPID reports. Just tell us more about what he's saying in that clip.
Yes, that's from his early morning testimony today, during which he really honed in on Waxman's role in assessing these 2 contradictory IPID reports, one of which recommended criminal charges against the likes of Anwar Dramat and Shadrach Sabia, a subsequent report which did not recommend criminal charges. And McBride's really time and again, both last week and in testimony today, interrogated and criticized Waxmans for their findings, and also he said an almost predetermined sort of view on the entire matter, speaking to other concerns he raised during today's testimony. Let's just have a look and a listen at that.
Thanks, Chair. I want to add something else. There was, and I even feel uncomfortable to say it now, there was this notion that myself and Dramat are from the same background. Therefore, I felt a sense in me to want to help him, whatever the circumstances or merits of the investigation. Where that sense or allegation came from, I don't know. When I said to them, I myself, I don't know Dramat. Dramat was on Robben Island. He was in prison with my father. I then found, later read in a newspaper, as like innuendo, yeah. In fact, McBride's father and Dramat were together on Robben Island. And that's how it was said. So every time you said something to show that, actually bear this in mind, whatever you're thinking, the way you put it, that I actually personally don't know General Dramat. And I think I make the point in the interview, I met him when I was, for the first time, at IPID, and in engaging with him as an official in a assisted department. That is then taken and misconstrued and fed to journalists as if it's still a sin and an offense to have been part of the liberation struggle. So there was this, I don't know if it was the only way to say it, and I say it on days when I'm not so irritated about it. I say it's like some people got struggle envy.
Well, EFF leader Erin Bates, thanks for that. I appreciate it. We're going to leave it right there.